The Muslim rights concern Muric has admonished President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to toy with the robust relationship between the North and the Southwest with the alleged undue delay in the confirmation of the former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir Elrufai for ministerial position. The Muslim human rights group maintained that Tinubu, as president who also enjoyed enormous goodwill from the North, has a duty to protect the good name of the Yoruba people in particular and the whole South in general. Professor Ishaq Akintola, the executive director of Muric, in a statement said the Islamic human rights group had reviewed the matter in its emergency meeting of its central think tank and urged President Tinubu not to sacrifice a rare gem like Elrufai under whatever guise. The good relationship and the bond between the North and the Southwest must not be allowed to break. 2027 is around the corner. Even 2021 is already knocking and politicians are already doing their calculations. The North supported Tinubu because they found him to be credible. He must not do anything capable of diminishing that credibility. If not, the Yorubas are doomed. Besides, a promise is a promise in Islam and Tinubu is a Muslim. Allah says in the glorious Quran, and fulfill the promise. Surely every promise shall be questioned about. Allah also said, O you who believe, fulfill your pledges. CTT consider the issue a major setback to North-West Alliance, which gave President Bola Ahmed Tinubu victory during the 2023 presidential election. Furthermore, the CTT regard the non-confirmation of Malam Nasir El-Rufai's ministerial nomination as a big threat to future alliance between the North and the Southwest. The North may not hobnob with the Southwest again if the champion of the North-South alliance is shabbily treated. CCC also noted that the huge contribution of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who persuaded the northern political elites, particularly the 12 northern governors, to allow power to go to the south. It was observed that the monumental power shift of 2023 was a fulfillment of a 2019 agreement. It was therefore an act of honor why Elrufai is seen as the icon of northern integrity. CCC affirms clearly, emphatically and unequivocally that it behoves the South as represented by President Bola Tinubu to reciprocate the North noble stand by walking his talk, particularly his open offer and public invitation to Malam El-Rufai to join his cabinet. The story of Tinubu's invitation to El-Rufai to join his cabinet is already public knowledge. It has become necessary to jog the president's medulla oblongata today because the North has exhibited integrity by keeping its promise on power shift to the South. It therefore behoves the South to reciprocate to manifest decorum, decency and dignity, particularly with the Omoluabi virtue for which the Yoruba are well known. El-Rufai is the gem of the collection of everybody, and everybody knows it. He is a performer. He is cerebral, iconic. If it is true that the president himself already hinted El-Rufai to set the machinery to in motion for the energy sector, the president is morally bound to walk his talk regardless of all other encumbrances. Records show that there are precedents. Festus Keyamo was cleared in spite of Senate's earlier objection. Something made Senate change its mind. Ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo got this same El-Rufai cleared despite Senate's oppositions in 2004. El-Rufai withdrew, having read between the lines. He will still do it for the sake of Nigeria if the president's body language confirms. Criminality, dishonesty, fraud, impunity, lack of patriotism and other Nigerian problems spring from a wrong mindset. They will all disappear for at least be reduced to the barest minimum if the leadership sets the pace. Islam scholars North and South who nurtured the North-South alliance are watching. All men and women of conscience are keeping vigil. Nigeria holds his breath and shivers. The boxers at Mr. President's table. Okay, okay. Confusion in the camp of the enemies is too early to cry. Who is Rufai? Not all of our problems. People support evil genius. It shall never be well with them. For the very first time, I agree 100% with Muric submission. And I never see anything. Will you keep quiet in the Jonathan's wise voice? Sick in the head, Professor. This is blackmail. Ebola has destroyed that trust, but time will tell if we happen to be alive. So Elrufai owns the north. Dumps. We voted for Tinubu, but this is what we get in return. 2027 is very close. Just 2 months back of maize from 22,000 to 60,000. Some people are talking about position, and this is the cocoa from 22,000 to 60,000. No to bandit warlords of Kaduna or Zamfara. Tinubu should hire good people from the northwest, but not those who are a threat to humanity and national unity. But I mean, I just believe that Tinubu himself, you know, go fit dear Elrufai. Irrespective of whatever anybody say, whether Elrufai did whatever behind. What I'm saying is that whether those people who are alleging that he did this, they are not far from the truth. But Tinubu don't implicate himself well with Elrufai, because he was begging him, and Elrufai, from the known and known point of view, he helped Tinubu. No be like, so Tinubu said no go fit dare say he won't try himself. And I play Tinubu the play. Say no go allow Elrufai. Say wetin happen. Tinubu has betrayed us for rejecting our own, but find a reason to compel Senate to forgive his brother Tijani, despite all the dangerous tweets he tweeted that almost caused civil war during NSAS. Hey, your own bandit warlord? What about the chief of defense staff? Is he not from your Kaduna or Northwest? Why must he be bandit warlord? Okay, so here we did not in deciding who rules this country again. Okay, Muric don dey shit o. Say it will be Yorubas will be doomed if Elrufai is not nominated or confirmed.